Hello again, it's James from JRTBs. It is May the 6th, Monday, and it's about 5:20 in the evening. I just got home. It rained all day yesterday, which was Sunday, and I had time yesterday to get into the bees, but obviously it rained all day, so it's been kind of tough for time this spring. And keeping them managed properly. And today was, it almost hit 70. The sun really didn't come out, but it got warm. And I pretty much knew these colonies are getting big. I probably have to add some more supers on a lot of them, start checking for honey. But when I came down here, this is what I found. And this is a big swarm. This is definitely a prime swarm. This is not one of those small virgin queen swarms. It's getting kind of late, and I just heard a rumble of thunder. So I need to try and get these girls in a box before they take off. And the tree, it's growing up on an angle. So there's nowhere for me to really set a ladder underneath, I don't think. So I'm gonna attempt to shake them into my swarm trap. I've got 3 waxed frames, and I got an old brood comb frame here with some brood in it from a dead out. And then I've got a pollen frame. There's some openings in that for her to lay, but hopefully that'll be enough to entice them. Take everything out. This is a swarm trap I made. I just don't use it. I use it to catch my own swarms when they're in the trees because it's extra deep. You can see how deep it is. So I can hopefully get that whole cluster into that box and then shake them. I just have to try to get the queen, so I'm going to set the tripod up and let you see what I do and wish me luck. Here, I'll set it here, and we'll see what happens. Tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 70s, the sun's supposed to come out, so I can almost guarantee I'll have more swarming. So this is swarm number 3. One I didn't catch. It was huge. I didn't come home. It was late at night when I came home, and it had left over on the tree over there. Another swarm, and it was a prime swarm because I found the queen marked red from last year, and I caught that one. It was up that way towards the house, like 30 yards. But I don't know which one it came out of, but it was a red queen. I caught that one. Actually, it's in a 5-frame nuke, and I gotta put it in something bigger soon. But I'm gonna just take a quick look and see if I see a queen. I got a clip. Sometimes they're walking around the outside, and if I could find her and catch her, that would make things a lot easier. And I'm not seeing anything. It's definitely some drones. I think I'm just gonna have to go for it. All right. Most of it in there. Here we go. Yep, I got most of it. They're heavy. Alright, so I got them. I got pretty much the whole cluster in there. I mean, it was heavy. It took me for a ride. But see, they're all boiling out down at the, there's an entrance down there, just a hole, and I left the top open. See if they start fanning. See if I see the queen come back out. I had to have gotten her. I pretty much got every bee in there. We'll see what happens here in a minute. And there's nothing. There's 2 bees up there walking around. So I got them all off. But they're just moving around, coming out. Let's see. They should start fanning, hopefully. And showing their Nasinoff glands, which I see some right there. You can see the white. There's a little white down at their butt. That's the Nasinoff gland. You can see that. They smell good. And yes, so now they're all fanning. And they stop kind of running away and running out of the box. Even down there at the entrance, they're actually starting to go back in. This was a big one. I have no idea which colony it might have came out of. So now I'm just going to leave this here until dark. And then I'll slowly close that lid. Hopefully they all go in at dark. And then carry it over into the apiary behind the electric fence, because the bears are definitely, they're out. I haven't seen any yet here, knock on wood. But I can't leave them out here just in case. There's really nothing in there. The bear would eat it anyway. There's only frames. Well, it looks to me like they're fanning, and you see the glands. So hopefully they like it in there. And I'll have to transfer this one over. I don't like to leave them in here very long. One, because I might need this box again tomorrow. But there's all that space below, and you know how fast swarms will draw out comb. And the other one, I left it for a day before I transferred it, and they had already started building out the bottom of the deep frames with some comb. And I don't want them to waste their comb resources on those deep frames where, I need them to fit into a, regular hive body. So I will, I guess lunchtime tomorrow, transfer them if they do stay. I mean, they could still leave tonight, but it's pretty late. It looks good because there's nothing up there. A lot of times a lot of the bees will go right back up because they smell that there was a queen there, but there is nothing up there. There's a few flying around, but most of them are in that box and right here around the entrances. So I think that was a success, and try to prevent swarming, but I mean, if you catch your own swarms, it's pretty much a split. Hopefully the colony they came out of doesn't keep swarming and swarm itself to death, because I don't know which one it is, and that can happen. They can now have after swarms with virgin queens, and that can go on and on. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But it looks like I did catch this colony, so it's another colony to add to the apiary. I really don't need any more. This year's been really tough time-wise for me. as you know, it's a lot of work. And honey-wise, I know they're bringing in nectar and making honey now. I got to check. I'm not worried about a colony swarming and not producing honey. I'm not I sell honey, but I have lots of honey left over from last season still, so it's not a big deal to me. I'm still gonna have a lot of honey this year, and this year I'm actually gonna leave one full super completely full. I'm gonna try to leave it on one on each colony all throughout the season into the fall, and let them use it over the summer during the dearth, and then try to keep one completely full for them to go into winter with. Plus, I'll have to feed a little bit so they can put some in their deep. But sugar's not cheap anymore. It's cheaper than honey, but I really don't want to have to feed so much, and I don't want to take all their honey, but I usually take more than that. So this year I'm going to leave a full deep, and I'm actually looking to get a little bit more fall honey this year. So if I leave them one full deep, my plan is to make sure they have plenty of room to store through the fall, and see if I can get a fall honey crop. So yep, that's my plans, but I wish I had some more time to get into these colonies. I know a lot of them I've already done splits, taken the queens out, left them swarm cells, so those should be good. Those queens probably aren't even mated yet, or they're going on their mating flight soon, so they probably still need a couple weeks before I go in there and check for eggs and larvae and see if I can find the new queens and mark them yellow. I mean, not yellow, green for 2024. But there's still some other colonies in there, over there, that are red from last year, red 2023 queens. And I bet you anything this is one of those red queens in here. So yeah, see how much fewer bees there are up here. They're starting to go in. Definitely flying around, but nothing up there in the tree. So that's good. There's a lot of them up in the air here. I wonder where they came from. That's a split I did. That one's gone this weekend. And that's a little split over there. That one's gone as well this weekend. This was a swarm. That was colony number 1. I got rid of that one too last weekend. And that swarm is going to take its place. 10 is making a new queen. 13 could have swarmed. 12's making a new queen. 15 could have swarmed. So it could have been one of those two, and they went right into that tree. 2 could have swarmed. I added a box to them, and theirs looked like an awful lot of bees going in there still. So there's an awful lot of bees in number 3, but that one could have swarmed. 11. That's one of my splits. That one's fine. I have to start adding supers to that. 4 is making a new queen. 6 and 9. I'm pretty sure it was number 9 that was the first swarm that I lost. And it could have been 6 that swarmed up that way that I caught with the red queen. 8 is making a new queen. 14 still has a red queen. Could have been them that swarmed. 5, that's a new colony. And 7, they still have, actually no, 7 is making a new queen. She was my favorite queen. I made a split with her. I think number 5 7 queen is in number 5. Yep, that's right. And 8's making a new queen, so 14 here could have swarmed. They still had an original 2023 queen, but there's a lot of bees in the air. I don't know if you can see. I don't know what they're doing. I think that they're all from this swarm. See the Nasonoc glands on the back, those white queens. So I'm thinking I got her in there, the queen. In a few hours they should settle down, and I don't know where I'm going to put her yet. I guess I'll put her down there between 5 and 7. I'm running out of room. Still have some room up there for one. I'm gonna have to extend the apiary eventually. But alright, hopefully you guys are having good luck with your bees, and hopefully you're not losing too many swarms. And yeah, it's definitely honey flow is on here in New Jersey, and definitely swarm season for sure. Last year my first swarm was this week, but I had that swarm 3 weeks ago, was the first one. So it's been a weird season, cold and rainy, but it's going now. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.